Hello, single Aries. Welcome to your love reading for the month of December. This reading is for anyone that has a placement in the sign of Aries, such as Ascendant, Sun, or Moon. In this reading, I'm gonna check what opportunities single Aries is going to have during the timeline of December, and then I'm gonna pull some additional cards as a bonus to you, Aries, to check the first 3 months of the year 2023. How are they going to be looking for you when it comes to finding love or keeping any relationships that might be occurring in the month of December? So bear with me, Aries, and let's have a look in your situation. Let's see what is that you need to know when it comes to love, relationships, this special one. Is it coming, or is it something else that you desire? Let's have a look. Position number 1 is going to be all about you, Aries, and we have 4 of Wands. Position number 2 is going to be your approach, your need to be in love, relationships whatsoever, and you have the Moon energy. Then the person of an interest that might be or might not be presented in the month of December, you have the Ace of Swords. Then possible outcome in the situation is actually Queen of Swords. And then the overall situation for Aries in the month of December when it comes to love, relationships, intimate matters, everything to do with the intimate world of Aries. It's clarified by the Emperor. Aries, this is your card, and I believe that you being single in the month of December might just be the plan that you are putting and making it happen for yourself. This energy is talking about strategy. It's talking about the wisdom of someone that has a lot of experience, and it's quite well informed and quite aware of what is that they exactly want to achieve, why they need it, and all to do with this. It's like there is no random decisions or actions with such energy. It's like everything is pretty well thought of, calculated. You have the experience that you need, and not only that, you know exactly where you want to bring your personal emotional life, and this is the overall strategy for you in December. But I have the feeling that this is an overall strategy to do with your general overall life and everything you do in it, just because the Emperor is somebody that is very, very serious, very, very, very wise at the same time, and it's not someone that makes like short decisions for short period of times. It's a bigger strategy, it's a bigger in-depth position that this person have when it comes to their love life. And right now, Aries, I believe that you have thought of what is really is going to be, bringing your emotional, your love life to the next level. You have the visual, you almost can sense it, you can almost feel it, you can almost touch it. At the same time, you are ready to make the needed effort to go forward and get to this next level and really work on achieving this so profound of a commitment. It's profound because it brings everything that you desire. It's like you all of a sudden want to invite everybody to celebrate your family, to share the good news that you are in relationships, the relationships that you so much desire, but at the same time, such person is not presented. There is no one around you that it's on the level or with the same vibe that you desire. It's like you know exactly how this person would feel like, what would they say, how would they behave. And then, pardon me, what you see around you is like lack of clarity. It's like no one is presented, or if there is someone presented, they're either too domesticated or too wild. It seems that they are not, on the right path toward your commitment. It's like it's a mystery, and you are trying to use your intuition to find out if anybody around you, because there might be somebody. I see the two animals. I'm not saying that there are animals around you. I'm saying that one of the persons might be quite, conservative, and the other one might be a little bit too wild. But either way, they are not really meeting your expectations for the person. The image that you have in your mind, it's not, connecting to either one of these two people around you. And for some reason, for you, it's mystery when it comes to the particular person that you want to be involved with, Aries. At the same time, there is going to be a breakthrough. There might be somebody, an air sign, that is coming around you, and at the same time, they might not be presented in your world right here and right now, because there is the mystery around you. But all of a sudden there might be an appearance of someone, and you're gonna feel it like a breakthrough moment. It's like you thought, oh, okay, there are people around me, but I am not sure about them. My intuition doesn't give me positive signal to any one of those people that I already have in mind that are around me. But then all of a sudden someone new appears, and you are like, oh, you're gonna be checking. They might be having this potential. They might really be the one that I am, needing, that I'm wanting. They present, variety of qualities that I can realize that, understand that they are like the qualities that I might be appreciating. And then all of a sudden you're going to find yourself putting a plan to find out what exactly are the qualities that this person is bringing, and what exactly is the potential in your love relationships. If there is such potential, you're going to investigate it, Aries. And you're not only going to investigate it you're also going to put effort to find out the potential. What is the possibility into this? If there is a positive development, what will it bring to your world, Aries? And this is what I see, and it's much aligned with your overall energy, because this is the energy of someone that is putting a plan, stepping on their negative experience in the same area before. They are quite black and white of a person as an understanding. But the Emperor is very wise. He is someone that, he can put a, shorter strategy that it's aligning with their long-term strategy. So you're in a good position to really strategize around checking this new appearance in your life, Aries. Let me see what it's all about. If it's going to be a lot of, enthusiasm and real opportunity, or is just going to be, a lot of fuzz with no muss. You know what I'm saying? Like too much noise for no reason. So I'm clarifying the 4 of Wands with 10 of Wands. Then the Moon is clarified by Ace of Wands. And then the Ace of Swords is clarified by 2 of Swords. Excuse me. And then the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Devil. And Aries, I see you actually really getting enthusiastic about something that it's appearing as a person. It's a breakthrough. It's a breakthrough in terms of you understanding something in a brand new way to do with the person that you want to attract. their qualities, their appearance, anything to do with them. At the same time, if it's a breakthrough situation in which somebody all of a sudden appears in your life, in your, space, and has, the potential to be this very special partner that you so much desire and you plan for, then all of a sudden you can change your intuitive approach and your investigative, attitude to this to, a very passionate new kind of passionate new beginning, new approach toward this person, but it's gonna insist on you to close any previous chapters that you might still be dealing with first, and then on a second layer, it's actually gonna bring additional questions to your attention. It's like you're gonna be second guessing something, because there is a real opportunity that you might be taken for granted in this situation in which you are projecting yourself, Aries. It's like you are in a position to literally put a strategy, put a plan into action in which you find the very best possible partner for yourself. And then all of a sudden such a person appears and you decide to act on them. You start this new passionate approach towards them, thinking that there might be, someone worth committing, someone worth trusting, someone, that has the qualities to be your long-term love intimate partner, Aries. And this is in alignment with your general situation. But all of a sudden they appear that they are a player and they are playing you. You know what I'm saying? With the devil energy, it's like there is toxicity, addiction, manipulation, false sense of control, but it's overall, it's an illusion. So, Aries, if I were you, and I am you, I have Aries rising. But in this situation, I would really strongly suggest for you to be really careful with the appearance of someone that brings all the needed qualities. He projects, the persona that it's really everything that you desire, everything that you need. He's very smart, passionate, attractive. This person makes your heart beat, makes you want to be related to them, be in relationships with them. But at the same time, they might be really manipulating you for the wrong reasons, Aries. I really, with this energy, believe that this might be a really big, scheme. You know what I'm saying? Like someone that, wants to get you and really reads you well, understands how they can manipulate you, and they really do so. Gonna clarify this devil energy, because all of a sudden, instead of clarity about this person, you start to feel doubts. But there is the passion and the approach and the action, but the outcome is the devil. Yes, expect the unexpected. As I said before, if there is someone that all of a sudden appears and they seems to have all the qualities that you so much desire, you dreamed of this person, let's put it this way. If this is the case, most likely this is a situation that is not going to last. And even if you decide to get involved with this person, start, to develop these relationships, put it to the next level, all of a sudden it's all gonna go to, I wouldn't like to say to hell, but it's where it's going, if you know what I'm telling you, Aries. Because these two energies are really not mixing well together. Expect the unexpected into your illusion, it's the worst scenario. So Aries, this is the situation in December, and I'm gonna be pulling 3 additional cards for January, February, and then for March, just to see the continuation of your love relationships energies into the new year 2023. So I had what I had to tell you. I said what I had to tell you about the situation in December. So January, new developments, new information, new vision to do with how to get your highest potential. It might be that you decide to change your strategy completely in January. Then February, you're gonna be celebrating. Probably what you take as an approach in January, just as a brand new strategy, brand new idea, brand new concept of what you wanna, build in your relationships, love life. You actually completely change the vision, completely change the approach. You might get or lock to a dating app as well with this energy, and all of a sudden in February you might find yourself celebrating. There might be the appearance of someone that makes you happy, makes you go out, makes you celebrate. Just remember that there might be this someone might be someone that it's already committed to someone else. You might find yourself all of a sudden celebrating, having fun, going out, that you are not alone in these relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are appearing to be having already committed relationships, or they are not free, and you find out this in month of February. And then in March, sleepless night, you worrying too much about your emotional situation. Let me pull another major arcana from the major arcana deck to clarify this overall situation for you, Aries, after end of 2022. What is that Aries needs to know for the first 3 months of 2023? And you have the Hierophant, or the card of tradition, which means to me literally that you should stick to your usual traditional approach to situations, because I see you in a double risk, Aries. First, in December, somebody might be appearing that it's really, playing you, taking you for granted, or using you for whatever reason. But in any way, there is the devil energy, toxicity, manipulation, illusion. And that's the result over your planned strategy to be in relationship with somebody very special to you, very dear to you. Then you enter January, and you have a brand new strategy approach, new dating app, new, approach to the situation, celebrating, and being happy with it. But all of a sudden you realize that you are 3 in these relationships. And then, of course, a very painful realization. 9 of Swords is the energy of you not being able to go to bed, relax and sleep normally, like in peace. And then all the situation is clarified with the Hierophant. You need to be more traditional, approach the situation in a more standard way, standard approach, whatever that means to you, or what would you consider for you being strategically in the standard of the society where you are located. This means no unusual, no alternative decisions, nothing out of ordinary for you approach. And this seems to be, what is going to be protecting or guiding you, such strategy, because you are in a shaky ground. I'm gonna be pulling three more cards to clarify this energy, because January, February, March are quite clear to me. So let's see this Hierophant, what else does he need to say? I'm gonna be pulling 3 cards just to clarify this energy and give you some additional advice, because the Hierophant is also can mean for you to ask for the advice of somebody that is quite competent in this love affair situations. But let me see. It seems to me that you're also advised to find time to, in solitude, to think again. What is that you need? What is that you really appreciate from the past that really made you completely satisfied, emotionally happy, feeling in love, feeling like you have everything you needed? Like, what is this thing? It's like you ask again to find out what is that you try to attract, because there might be some misunderstanding on your side. Like, you think that you need something, but you actually is a completely different thing that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, a very precise second evaluation of your emotional needs might be the advice from tarot for you, Aries. And I see you really being, practical about the situation. It's not gonna be preventing you on the business level, on professional level, to develop whatever you want to develop. It might be that it's what is really that you're interested about right here, right now, because it's a bigger strategy that you're also working on. So if this is the case, Aries, I believe that, there might be, the perfect time, beginning of next year, for you to reconsider what is that you are needing in your love relationships and what would be your practical approach to it. Because you are on a very shaky ground, to be honest. Aries, that's all I have for you for December and so on. I hope it was supporting you in your decisions, at least inspiring you, or if not, at least entertaining you. I would love to hear your opinion. Please leave your comments. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. It will be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you very soon for your 2023 general reading, Aries. Take care and be lucky in love.